Peace. This is a meat and potato sorcery production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is the art of feeding, an empath's survival guide. Now, when we talk about psychic vampirism, we know that it's basically affecting the auric body and you're feeding on someone's chi or prana. But there's complexities to this. You have the vampire that does have some moral compass, even though they are engaging in a predatory practice. And then you have the psychopathic vampire, which will feed on you and will have no remorse, no compulsion at all. You are their food, period. And we have to realize that 20% of people are vampiric in one form or another. So that's like 60 million. So there is a dilemma out here, because one of the ways that you will know, besides if you get sleepy, groggy, or fatigued, the other way that you will know that you're being fed upon is that you will start getting physically sick. Now, cortisol is your body's alarm system, so to speak. So if you have too much because of stress, what's going to end up happening is that you will become swollen. You will suffer from inflammation. That's a sign that you're being fed upon, because stress makes sure that it has to have a release valve. And this is very dangerous if you suffer from any form of autoimmune diseases. So when vampires do this, they can do this even in the guise of a so-called friend or even in a relationship. If you're getting sick and you're in a toxic situation or you're in a toxic family home, usually that's because someone is feeding on you. Now, how do you survive besides setting boundaries? That's one, but two, you have to get rid of any toxic relationship or any toxic friendship, or even avoid toxic co-workers. That's another thing that you're gonna have to make a practice of doing. And also, if they are engaging in sorcery or witchcraft and you do, you can work with Hecate. You can channel Hecate, you can work with her, because she has worked with and she has vampire priests under her dominion. So you can work with Hecate. Another angel that you can work with from the Shema Farash or the 72 angels is Yaba Mia, because Yaba Mia will restore your spiritual equilibrium and your harmony. And I will put his sigil up in the community page so you can work with that angel. That will help you. Usually with psychic vampires who are psychic, who are just predatory and don't feel anything about it, usually it's because with empaths, and they come here with the empath usually is the product of a vampire themselves. So either your mother was a vampire or your father, or even your stepfather, and they found every way to tear you down. So what happens? Once you become used to toxicity, it's normal. So those are some things that you can do. And if you want to get a book, you can get the book, The Ethical Psychic Vampire by Raven Kildara. You can get that. That's on Amazon. And vampires they're a lot closer than one can ever think. But those are things that you can do. You can work with Hecate, Yaba Mia, and basically praise yourself more often instead of tearing yourself down. You're worth it. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.